Hey guys, MG for fun here. This is my part 4 to what is EDH. Um, Today we're gonna go over the banned list. These are cards you cannot play depending on where you are. I know that EDH is sorry about that, casual format. There's something stuck in my mouse. Whoops. EDH is a casual format, so this all depends on who um, where you guys play. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But anyways, there's one. Last time I checked, Azami Lady of Scrolls was banned as a commander. I don't know if they unbanned her or not, but be cautious when trying to make a decker with her. But okay, so I'll let you read that for a minute. But so pretty much, sing one on one. You have 30 life, and any more than one on one, you have 40 life. Um, every time your commander dies, you have to pay 2 extra. Uh, you have to have 15 infect counters instead of 10. So, I mean, it's just a little bit. Okay, so the following cards are legal for use in decks but can't be used as commanders. Braid's Cabal Minion. Choose a 2/2 for 4. Beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices an artifact, creature, or land. Um, Usually, before she was banned, I know people made mono black tokens and just, kind of laughed at her ability while the opponent slowly died. But yeah, she's not nice. Um, this card, uh, Iraru, Soratami Ascendant. It is a 1/1 for 2 with flying. Whenever the 4th spell in a turn is played, flip her. And then her flip side is a legendary enchantment that counter the first spell played by each opponent each turn. So, if you had this as your general, it'd just be ridiculous. They're not going to be able to play anything. And they'd also have to waste a spell just to play something they wanted to. Kakusho was recently unbanned. They banned him as a general, but you can put him in your deck now, which is great. I don't know really why he was banned in the first place. I mean, he's powerful, but I mean, I think they should have just banned him as a commander and not as. But anyways, it's 5/5 for 6 flying. When he's put into the graveyard from play, each opponent loses 5 life, and you gain life equal to life lost this way. So he just deterred people from killing him. Most people would exile him. I mean, it's really not hard to get around his ability. Fellow Slanowar Emissary is a 2/1 for 2. You add a green mana to your mana pool for each forest you control. So it's pretty obvious why he was banned. Like turn 4, you'd have 8 mana. There's nothing broken about that at all. Um, Now this is the actual banned list. You can't have any of these cards in your deck. Like I said, depending on where you're from, and if you go by the French 1v1 ban list, you can't play Soul Ring, and you can't play a couple other things, but Ancestral Recall, draw 3 cards for 1 mana at instant speed, so it's a little messed up. Balance, so pretty much whichever, if they have more lands than you, they have to sacrifice the difference. They have more creatures, they have to sacrifice the difference. And if they have more cards in their hand, they have to discard the difference. And creatures that are sacrificed can't be regenerated. I mean, creatures that are killed can't be regenerated. It's like a board wipe to equalize. Biorithium. So, the reason this card is banned is because, for 8 mana, you wipe the board, and they don't play creature the next turn, then You draw this, next turn, you win the game immediately. Their life total becomes 0 because they have no creatures. Hee. Um, Now Black Lotus, obviously, a 0 drop, you sacrifice it to add 3 mana of any one color to your mana pool. It's pretty good. It's also like $1,500, but shh. Channel, at the end of it's a 2-drop sorcery. Till end of turn, you may add colorless mana to your mana pool for 1 life each. These additions are played at the speed of an interrupt. Life spent this way is not considered damage. So pretty much, you pay 2 green, and you can add X mana to your mana pool, where X is how much life you want to pay. It's colorless, but still really good. Collation Victory. It's a 1 of each color and 3-drop sorcery. You win the game if you control a land of each basic type and a creature of each color. Not very hard. Play a 5-color general. Pop him down. Search for 5 basic lands. Really not hard. Emrakul. I don't really know. I don't really know why he's banned per se. I mean, he's really strong and he can't be countered, but they gave us Kozilek that is a 12/12 for 10, which you draw 4 cards when he comes into play. And they gave us an indestructible 11/11 for 11, or 10/10 for 11, I can't remember which it is, that kills any permanent when it comes into play. So, I mean, I don't know. He has protection from colored spells. You just O-ring him. It's really not hard. Fast Bond. You you play this on turn 1. You get to put 6 land into play or so. Turn 2, you have 6 land out for 6 life. Oh no, you're down to 34. It's ridiculous. Gifts Unforgiven. Search your library for 4 cards with different names and reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 of those cards, put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. To tutor for 2 cards for 4 mana in EDH, considering EDH is a lot of combo and stupid. I can imagine why this would be banned. Grizzlebrand, you swing in for 7, you gain 7 life, then you pay 7 life to draw 7 cards. He's ridiculous. Krakus, Caracas, sorry. Caracas, however you want to pronounce it. It's a legendary land that you tap and add a white to your mana pool, and then you can tap it and return target legend to its owner's hand, and all the enchantments are into the graveyard. So it's bounce on a land. It's really not that fair. Yeah, it's also super expensive. Library of Alexandria, you tap to add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool, or if you have exactly 7 cards in your hand, you can tap to draw a card. Meh. Limited resources. You pay 1. If it comes into play, each player chooses 5 lands. Each player chooses 5 lands he or she controls, and then sacrifices the rest. As long as there's 10 or more lands in play, players cannot play lands. Metalworker is a 3-drop for a 1/2. You tap and reveal a number of artifact cards from your hand. Add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool for each card revealed this way. So if you're playing artifacts, if you're playing colorless EDH, you reveal your whole hand and then play your whole hand. Not nice. Mox Emerald, add a green mana to your mana pool. You tap it, causes 0 to come out. Mox Jet adds black, Mox Pearl adds white, Mox Ruby adds red, and Mox Sapphire adds blue. So it's pretty much just a free land, because it doesn't get destroyed when you tap it. Now, like I said, this all depends on where you are. and who you play with. Uh, hmm. Oh, sorry about that. I'm really tired. Anyway, Painter's Servant is a 2-drop for a 1/3. When he comes into play, you choose a color. All cards that aren't in play, spells, and permanents are the chosen color in addition to other types. So, pretty much, he manipulates the game to how you want it to play out. Yeah, he's not. Whoops, he's not nice. And there's also Grind Clock combo where you can easily tutor out both of those and win. Um, the Mirror, a imprint X. You may remove an instant or sorcery card with a current mana cost of X from your hand from the game. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may copy imprinted instant or sorcery card and play the copy without paying its mana cost. So I'm gonna play Time Stretch with Penipitic Mirror. Um, I have 2 extra turns every turn, so I have infinite turns times 2. It's a little ridiculous. Primeval Titan. He is a recent addition. Well, not recent, I should say. It's been months, but he what he does is he's a 6/6 for 6 with trample. When he comes into play, search your library for 2 land cards. Put them in the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. He's gone because you can search for any land you want. There's no restrictions. As long as it has land in the name, you can get it. So people just do stupid things with that. Protein Hulk. Um, sorry about that. When Protein Hulk is put into the graveyard from play, search your library for any number of creature cards with total converted mana cost of 6 or less, and put them into play. Shuffle your library. So he dies, and you get your win conditions, and just kill them. Recurring Nightmare is a 3-drop enchantment. You sacrifice a creature, return Recurring Nightmare to its owner's hand. Put a creature card from your graveyard into play. Play this ability only as a sorcery. So, I mean, it's really not nice. Staff of Domination, infinite combos. You can untap it with 1. Colorless. I mean, just stupid. Infinite life, infinite creature untap, infinite creature tap, infinite draw. You just generate infinite mana, and the person was boned. Sundering Titan. When enters play or leaves play, choose a land of each basic land type. Excuse me, and then destroy those lands. So he's meh. Sway the Stars. Each player shuffles their hand, graveyard, and permanents he or she owns into his or her library. Draw 7 cards, and their life total becomes 7. So you're playing aggro. The other person gets boned. Time Vault. Tap it to gain an additional turn. After this one, Time Vault doesn't untap normally during your untap step. To untap it, you must skip a turn. It comes into play tapped. So it's a 2-drop artifact that lets you take infinite turns with the key there. I can't think what it is. Voltaic key, sorry. Time Walk is a 2-drop. Take an extra turn after this one. All that needs to be said. Tinker is additional cost. It's a 3-drop sorcery as an addition to cast Tinker, sacrifice an artifact. Search your library for an artifact, put that card in the battlefield, and shuffle your library. I'm gonna sack my 0/1 Thopter and get a Blightsteel Colossus and kill you with it. That's pretty much why it's gone. Tolarian Academy. Um, without this being banned, Memnarch and all that stuff would just run rampant. It's not good. Upheaval, return all permanents to their owner's hand. You just do that. And then they'd have to discard everything at the end of next turn. and it's ridiculous for 6. Worldfire, um, for a 6 drop, a 9 drop, sorry. Exile all permanents, exile all cards from all hands and graveyards. Each player's life total becomes 1. So it's pretty much a race to kill the other person or other people with what you get. And Yawgmoth's Bargain. It's a 6 drop enchantment. You skip your draw step, you pay 1 life to draw a card. So you can draw cards of free will. Necropotence isn't as bad because you skip your draw step, and if something goes in your graveyard, it gets exiled. And if you may choose how to discard. I'm not saying Necropotence isn't broken, but this is worse. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this part. The last part will be coming out either tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure yet.